What's happening today, everybody? We went to PRI, and for some reason, I just wanted to get away and hang out. So we didn't film anything while we were out there, and I actually only took like 7 pictures. So there's a couple little videos where other people will release, especially one. So we'll share it when we get the video posted. But yeah, it was a good time. It was good seeing everyone like normal. A little bit less people there than usual, I think, but more important people for us. So it seemed like the previous years were pretty busy, and I mean, it was definitely busy, but it seemed like there was a little bit less people there this year than other times, but it could just be me too. Anyways, today, our buddy Marshall Walters, he's building a 4-wheel drive turbo truck, so I'm putting together this forged 370 cubic inch combo for him. 365, 366, whatever you want to call it. 10 over, Wiseco boost pistons, K1 rods, forged crank, aluminum LS2 block. I'm going to get this together. And then buddy Chris's LS2 blocks back there for his 370. We did a Cali center counterweighted crank and the extreme power rider rods. He's been having to replace main bearings too frequently with the factory crank, which it's making 30-something pounds of boost from twin 72s. It's making a pretty good amount of power, and it's like a 3,600-pound car, no prep for him. So it was time to put a nice crank and rods in his. The rods were like 5 years old, so pretty cool combo. But anyways, I'm putting these together this evening. Well, I'm starting on Marshall's this evening and probably gonna get a little ways. Tomorrow I'll probably gap rings on that and try to get most of it done. I'll probably spread it over a couple days. I'll probably work on Chris's periodically. His isn't in any hurry. Still didn't get the green card done. Worked on a little bit last week and then found one more strip bolt in the head. So when it was at the machine shop, they must have stripped a thread and then they made it really big, so I had to put like a 1/2 inch by 13 bolt in it. So that was like, oh shit, I didn't notice that before. But once I get these headers polished up, I'll get them back on there. We'll try to get it running sometime soon. Obviously, this is no hurry other than there's this stuff scattered. Over the weekend, talking to John Doc and talking to Thule, they left me no choice but to go even faster, so I guess I have to keep throwing money at this. They're both coming for me, so I mean, John's been saying that for a year. But he did say he's building a couple cars so he can make sure he has the record, so that's good. I'm excited. And then Brian bought the C7, obviously, from Dave Adkins, and they're converting that to a hydraulic roller so they can take the record. But that's fine. I wish I had more money and more time to do something rowdy, but we'll just leave the same old combo, and we'll just keep plugging away. If they beat me, they beat me. I'll admit defeat. Just all jokes aside, it was a pretty good time. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna start plugging away at these long blocks. Andrew's over there tinkering around with the truck that I will light on fire next time if it breaks. Our old faithful flip truck. Just buy it, just need some cam and lifters. I mean a crank and some other rods and maybe some other pistons, because the other pistons, yeah, hate this thing. But we will prevail. This bone stock 6.2 with the DOD delete isn't going to beat us. Not today. No way. Yeah, anyways, hoping to get these done by the weekend. We didn't make any money last week, so I got to kind of work a little bit later this week to make up for it. We both had to work on that, and then we left for a couple days, so I had to make up a little bit, falling behind with work and on the funds. So I'll try to get the green card done too so I can get that off the hoist. I really want to get the new car on there so we can play with those mods, but that's obviously no rush right now. Other than getting some videos out to you guys. I know a lot of you guys don't have C8s and you're probably like, that's dumb because you like the trucks. But kind of the middle of winter, so there's not a lot for us to do with the trucks yet. But I will eventually make a new video. The original exhaust video is a couple years old now, so in honor of it, doing like 900,000 views, which is by a long shot our best video ever because we're not very cool, and most of them are only like 5 to 15,000, and then, you know, some 2,000s and 3,000s, but we ain't that cool here. So we don't get a ton of views. So I am going to sell Andrew the original SpinTech exhaust for parts to buy 3.5-inch tubing and copy it to the T, just for science and mainly for a YouTube video. And hopefully you guys like that as much as the last one. I know I don't spend a lot of time on here, so I'm not really that deserving, but we're monetized and we make a little bit of money, and it would be nice to make even more money. So if you can, tell your friends to check this out. And please feel free to tell me how dumb I am, or tell me some stuff that you'd rather see, or tell me to shut up and stop walking in circles with the same projects over and over. We'll make some stuff you guys want to see. We have the possibilities and the capabilities to do cool stuff. We just, unfortunately, we're a couple working men, so we just got to work and pay the bills, so it's not always fun for us. I guess it's not always fun projects. Sometimes it's work projects. But, yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on this. I just wanted to say hey, and if I seen you guys at PRI and we chatted, or if I walked by you like I didn't know you, I apologize. You should have just yelled at me. I'm kind of a space case, especially in situations like that. There's tons of stuff going on, so you're just scattered all over the place. But, all right, we'll get back to work, and I'll see you guys soon. Today I'm going to try to throw these injectors in this Beretta and see if it runs a little better than it did. These things were gunky, full of rust, all kinds of BS. I don't know if you guys remember, we bought it at auction basically, and it didn't run. It supposedly had a locked up engine, but it did not have a locked up engine when Andrew and I took it apart. It just needed a fuel pump basically. So I got these Chinese injectors off eBay. Throw it in there and try it, because it basically will run really good, and then it'll shut off and it won't start back up for a while. And I spent a lot of time thinking about it, but it still had sparks, so if we sprayed it, it would still run. So I don't think it's a PCM. It's probably injectors more than anything. They were probably pretty bad. There's probably a bad coil in one, and it probably ends up getting warm and like shorting out or something. So we'll try that. Hopefully it fixes it. I mean, worst case scenario, we still got all winter to put the 3800 in it. But if it runs and drives, I might not even do it, just because we just really wanted to have a cheap daily car to drive around. But the stereo system turned out awesome. We love that a lot. Andrew's over there beating his head off the wall because the truck from hell is still kicking our ass. It still has a misfire after the second engine. Number 6 keeps falling out, so we're trying some injectors. We already, tried the obvious, so I hate that truck. I wish I'd never bought it. But try not to think about it too much. It makes me angry. So I'm gonna try to get this Beretta running today, so at least we can, because we started taking it apart and didn't finish it because we kept having problems with that. But I'll try to get this running today so we can move it out of the way and kind of focus on that. We got a few things to get out of the way, but finally winding down for the year. So Andrew spent the morning cleaning up the shop a little bit. We've been kind of neglectful on that over in his area, especially so, but we're gonna work through that and work forward some. I just wanted to, I caught myself working on this and I was like, oh, hey, I should tell them why. So yeah, just throwing some injectors in this really quick. Hopefully it fixes it. If so, that'd be really cool. Be an easy fix, cheap fix. But yeah, I'll get this thing fired up here soon. Well, the injectors didn't fix it, did the same exact thing. So maybe it does need a PCM, which is a pain in the ass, I guess, to find one of these. But anyways, I was hopeful that it was something super simple. It's not too bad. It takes like half hour or so to rip those off. But I guess never mind. Stupid old cars. Andrew got the other truck running. Hopefully it's good. I'm test driving it, letting it idle and stuff. He's putting flex fuel sensor on this truck for a guy named Matt. And trying to get a couple of these things thinned out so we can get a nice, like, cleansing, stress-free cleaning day. But unfortunately, we keep having shit go wrong, so it's been a pain in the ass lately. But just wanted to update. Stupid Beretta runs amazing and then just eventually shuts off. So if you have the answers, go ahead and tell me. I haven't really spent a lot of time on it. I guess I should. But it is super goofy. So I'll get this video uploaded or edited a little bit and uploaded, and then that way we can move on to some cool stuff. I just didn't want to leave you guys hanging. Like I said, still as always, feel free, comment and tell us what you guys want to see. Probably doesn't look like this week, because this week got pushed behind again. But if by chance it takes a turn today or tomorrow, even maybe we'll get the C8 on the dyno. We'll get some baseline runs and get it on the hoist and start doing the springs and stuff. But it's not looking very promising for this week. Maybe it'll have to be next week for my Christmas present to myself, to if I'm gonna lose money working at the shop, might as well be for some cool stuff. So anyways, hope everyone has a good day. We'll catch you guys soon.